Yeah, g'day mate. How are you guys? Welcome to the channel of Grandad's Junk. Well, today we've got a great big log here to do, and when you're on your own living off the grid, you ain't gonna manhandle these things on your own because they're flipping heavy. I had it chained up to the 20-foot container over here, and guess what? I pulled the bloody container. So my tractor wouldn't lift it either. It's flipping. It's a big log. It's a Rimu. It's one of my trees, of course. It's a native tree of New Zealand, but it's a Rimu. It's bloody heavy, real heavy. So you see the far end of it up there. I had to use that jack and jack it up bit by bit so I can get it up high enough so I can get it on the mill so I can start milling it. And I was going to take a sliver off the side there to make it like this thing is very, very heavy. And you wouldn't want to have an accident. You'd be hopping around with one foot for quite some time if it dropped onto the other foot. And you wouldn't want it rolling around either because you know you just cannot stop it if something went wrong. So when you're living off the grid, doing things on your own, you got to bear this in mind every time. That what if something goes wrong? And there's no one here to help you if you're on your own doing this sort of stuff. But that's what we've got a brain for. Let's check her out, will we? I'll put the jack under it and jack up this end up here because it's the heaviest end. The other end's already been done, as you can see from here. I got that up already. Did that before and I didn't video it, so I'm an idiot. You get that in the big jobs. So I'll put the jack under it and I'll see if we can get a bit more height out of it and get it up a bit so we can square the end of it off and get it onto the middle over here so I can mill the sucker up. Let's see how we get on. Under there. See how I'm going to get on with the sucker. Get under here. And a 2-ton jack, I think it is, so. Hang on, shift that forward a bit. Hang on, this is all out of control, isn't it? Hang on, shift this forward a bit. Past it. Here we go. Just that there, here we go. Let's see how we get on, eh? Block with it here. I'll put this block under it. Where'd that other bloody thing go? Ah, here it is, here. So after this thing here, so get the block under it. And see if we can get this here. Just to stop that from rolling. As you can see, it's going to roll. Get a bit more height out of it. There we go. Get this here up a bit. There you go. So when you're by yourself, you got to consider safety regularly. There we go. Try and get it a bit higher so I can get it up onto that get up onto the middle here. How it's going to go. Look at that. It's keen to roll, as you can see. It's keen to roll. So be careful with all this stuff because it's very hazardous. one. Hell of a big log, this log. Well, this for me to do it on my own. And we can just get it. That's it. Also, being old doesn't help either. Right. Go a little bit more height. We'll see how we get on, eh? And see how we get on. Boy, it's too much for my... Very nice, look at that. It's holding it quite good, actually. It's going to do a good job, I think. Yeah. And a bit more if I can. And a bit more. A bit more. Whew. Bloody hard work, believe it or not. I'm telling you that right now. It's not easy work. But helping me loose. Helping me is almost loose here. I shouldn't be putting my hand under there really. In case it did slip. I'd be a bit naked there, wouldn't I? I shouldn't be doing that really. It's all about safety. And the last person to worry about safety. The funny old thing like that. But that's when I get this here out of that. Yeah, like that. There we go. What's there? Don't even start that. It's pretty keen to cause us some grief, isn't it? As you can see, it wants to cause us a grief. Loves it. Is it high enough there? Good, it's high enough there. Okay, we'll put this here and beside it. This other block here. Other block and here beside it. There we go. I can get up off the ground a bit. And then I'm going to pull the other end on the mill and make this end a lot easier to deal with. Try and keep this video interesting if I can. Could be hard yakking, I'll give it a whirl. Whew. Look at that. Look at that. That's up a wee bit. What I'm trying to do is pull the other end around, and this end here it won't roll. So see how I'll pause this sucker here. I'll pause it and then we'll block and tag at the other end of it and attach to the other end, eh? Right. Let's put the chain around it. And you see from here that eagle here is up. I've jetted up this end of it and put some blocks under it. As you hope you pull it there, as you can see there. Did that there. I'll put some chain on it now and see if I can get the sucker to move up on, get this end of it up on the mill. That's where it's got to be at. Block and tackle and see if I can get the sucker to go on. I need a bit more chain, hang on. Need to add a bit more. Oh, man. Oh, you got it. And yeah, it's a pretty hard yakker. But here's a big buzz. When you get this together, it's flipping good. If we can. here to be. Look at that. Perfect. Just going to do it just nicely. Where'd that get to? It's per usual. Yeah. Just part here. We can get this here to actually move. Oh, as hard as it is. Get this thing here to move, but we'll see how we can get on here. Let's see. We can get on here. That's it. That part here. Get this part here on top. Hold that fucking heavy. Even that's heavy. Where'd that part go? I'm pretty good at dropping all this stuff. Hang on, let's just do this here, eh? Let's put this here into here. Put this here up here somewhere. Yeah. It's sort of see how hard it can be at times, can't you? Tricky at times getting this stuff, sort of stuff done. There we go. You see I can pull it along, eh? This will be interesting, eh? This will be interesting. See if I can get this here. Here we go. Right. Need to get myself out of the way a bit. Get myself out of the way a bit so I can pull the sucker up. Myself out of the way a wee tear, I think this is it. Hang on. There we go. I've got my container here to try and pull it up. Here we go. If I can get this here, pop it up. Quite wrapped. See if we can get this here to come up, eh? Hard work, these old blocking tackles. The old blocking tackles, you can tell, as old as they come, it's about vintage of anything else you can put in the think of. Right, get this here up here. Right, here we go. So I can get this here to pull it right up, okay? I didn't put this on the other side in the first place. I didn't. There you go. Here we go. There we go. You ready, guys? Let's see if this here's going to work. So this log is bloody heavy. There we go, look at that, guys, look at that, it's moving. It wouldn't move before, period. Now it is. This is good. There we go. Look at that, guys. It's moving, look at that. This is unbelievable. Look at it. There we go. Right, now I've got to loosen it off now. Well, at least got it moving, it's something. Because before I just could not get in the shift whatsoever. Right, so I'll pause this again, because I don't want to drag on for 20,000 years. So what I'm doing here is I've got to cut that fillet off here right along just to take a little weight out of it. So what I've done is, because I'm on my own, chain these on the install, on the block and tack on the container there, that holds it. So I ain't going to roll over on top of me if I'm mucking around with it. So I put this bit of pipe, can you see it there? Is that right? Here. Here, bit of pipe goes right through to hold it apart. And just putting this bit of pipe in. There's an X down here, which is, can you see that there? Probably can't, yeah, X down there. So I'm just going to whack this here and get this off, because this is going to free up a lot of weight and make it manageable for when you're on your own. Because once again, you wouldn't want your wife out here helping you, because something goes wrong, you got someone else to worry about. And ain't all the big. Just remember, this is cheap. This is cheap, on your own, off-grid living. So you're doing everything yourself basically, and cheap. So not buying, you know, $20,000 diggers and, you know, 10 grand tractors and stuff like that. You got to buy a $1,500 tractor, which is a bit light. Could drag it down here, no problem. They won't pick it up. And so, you know, the dearest thing I brought is actually the mill here. It was about 6 grand, New Zealand here, because it does a flippin' lovely job. Accurate cutting, so I'm going to hammer this bit of pipe in, and that fillet is not far away from coming away. That's just going to make it a lot easier for me getting that thing up on the mill to start milling it. So I'll give it a few more whacks and we'll see what happens, eh? Oh yeah. And for all you guys that think old age is a big joke, I can tell you right now, it flippin' ain't. It's not that I'm only 58, I feel like I'm bloody 108, but I've got arthritis and other health problems, but it's okay. But you know, you work within your limitations. It means just do a bit every day, not get too excited, and guess what, you can make your off-grid living enjoyable, like it should be enjoyable. It should be enjoyable and a pleasure and a whole heap of satisfaction when you see what you've done finished. And that's the whole big buzz. And guess what else you don't get? You don't get bloody bills for power, water, nothing. So that money you can invest that into your property. Also councils, I don't know what Yankees have, but we have councils here. And of course, because you're not on any of the utilities whatsoever, they're a lot more lenient. So you can get away with stuff that you wouldn't normally get away with, like in a town or a city. There's no way. But out here, I'm in the middle of, I'm not in the middle of nowhere, but I'm pretty rural. But it's pretty cool. You can do so much. You can build things yourself, cut your own timber up. It's unbelievable, it's great. It's exactly what you want. What's wrong with that? Nothing. And that if you go back 400 or 500 years, you know, that was the norm. Everybody did everything by hand. Think of the old days. They're cutting up logs a damn sight bigger than this. With hand, those big 2-man handsaw things, and guys had to hammer wedges in and blah 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 to get it all cut, to get the buildings and that done, or sleepers for the railway and whatever else they're doing, all by hand. And there's no big flash machine. Now you couldn't just go on the road and go and hire a big digger. Get a grip. It's just horse and big cattle to tow things around, and they had to make sure that the animals could cope with it. I mean, they had to break it down to a size they could manage. And that's what we're doing here, breaking it down to a size that I can manage. A few more whacks into here, but we can see how it gets on. I see this is gonna, it's cracking. It's probably gonna give way any minute. Can you see what I'm doing here? You can, can't you? Yep, you can. Don't hit your leg. That will be a disaster. There you go. Chucking away there. Oh, shit. Hanging on somewhere, just down there, I think. It's pretty much well coming away. It's good. Hey, what guys, it's not easy work, but it's a massive big buzz being able to get this done on your own. I could cut a bit more out of here, but you can see what I'm doing, can't you guys? You can sort of see what's coming about here. It's like it's all splitting up. Look, it's getting nice and wide now. You see? It's right through up to here, here, here. We've got down here hanging on. Just down here. down below there. I'll get put my food chainsaw and go with nipper. But you still see what I'm talking about. You know, very heavy log, this thing, Remu. I'll stop this one here right now, and then I'll fill it up, cut it, and do a part 2 of it, will we? Okay, she's one big mother. Okay, guys, take it easy, adios amigos, and don't get too excited. You won't get any more pay for it, I can tell you it right now. But you know, do your best, enjoy life, because guess what? You know, life ain't that long as you think it is. And the older you get, the quicker it goes by. Not that time goes by faster, it's just your, what do you call it? Perception of it goes by faster because you're getting older. And you have to remember, as you get older, things are going to get more difficult. As I'm puffing like a steam train, I'm 20 years old, forget about it. I look like a mad dog on heat. But you can't do it when you get a bit older. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this part of it, because it's one big flipping log. It's just to give people an idea. You're cutting down big trees on your property, and it's 4.8 long. That's why it's actually almost 5 metres long, this one. And there's some more up over there off the same tree. It's a 40-foot flipping tree. So it cut into 4 lengths. And so the whole big buzzers, and you're cutting down big trees at home for building your log cabin or whatever you're doing, you got better some mind that you've got to manage this timber, and you may have to do it on your own, or maybe 1 or 2 mates. Still, 10 guys wouldn't pick up that. So yeah, I hope this helps a bit. You get to see how much you can enjoy. And even though I'm puffing and sweating like an old flipping hound dog, but guess what? There's nothing better. It's great. I really enjoy it. And I get a bit of satisfaction at the end of the day when you're knackered. You know you've done a good day's work. And so it's good for your health, physical health, mental health. If you're a bit psycho, just hide away from society. No worries at all. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy. Adios amigos. Whoop. Stop. How do I stop this thing? What's that do?